Hello people, this is day 197 of trying to be consistent with 4 habits. One is waking up early, second is giving time to college, third is going to a gym consistently, and four is eating healthy. And but today I am with Anusha here again, and we are going to be discussing some of your questions regarding the IMBBA entrance test. This was supposed to be a habit video, but at the same time there were many ways. Anusha and Shashwat's DMs were flooded with questions about the IMBBA entrance test, and we just thought we owed you guys another video to tell you guys how you can prepare for the exam and answer some of your questions as previous. So here we go, guys. The most frequent question that was asked from us was how to study. So basically both of us are going to share our experiences as to how we prepared for the exam. Sadly, Shashwat could not join us today. He is in another state. He's in his home city. But let's hope he can come back in the next videos. Well, other than that, I had coaching for entrance exams, but for IMBBA separately, I did not take any coaching. I just gave mocks. The mocks were from Afterboards. Afterboards has really good mocks for IMBBA entrance test. Considering when I gave the exam, it was the first time the exam was ever taken, and nobody really knew what was going to be in the paper. There were a lot of, not a lot, but there were a few questions that came from the mocks in the exam. So that's what I did. And
same, I also went for coaching for CUT and other entrance exam, but I didn't join the coaching for IMBBE. But I also gave mocks which are from top rankers, and also for some concept revisions and everything I use top rankers. They have a series of video for quick revisions. You can refer to that. They have also for specifically for IMDb also they have some videos. You can refer to top rankers. YouTube.
Afterboards, YouTube videos. There's a lot of resources if you want to prepare for it. Considering the exam is just on the 20th of this month, you guys just have 2 weeks left. So I would say just get started with whatever you have right now. The next question we had was from where to study, but as we just mentioned, there are a lot of resources online as well as offline near your homes and schools, which will provide you with the information that you require right now. But I would suggest that for IMBBA particularly, a lot of resources are available online. Mock tests, YouTube videos. You can prepare each topic thoroughly with deep context regarding to the topic using those videos.
You can also refer to previous year papers of Amindor and CAT also for advance, if you want to go for advance.
But I don't think they can, considering only 2 weeks left.
Yeah, but I think some people have already prepared.
Okay,
so they
if
can
you're
go for
already
advance.
prepared and you want to better yourself, prepare
some advanced questions, you can refer to
Indore and CAT. Okay, so the next question that we're taking up is what are the possible cutoffs for this year? So we cannot say anything about that, as last year also the cutoff was not released ever.
It was just the mail got, just the mail.
Yeah, we just got the confirmation mail that we were, the congratulation email. Other than that, there was no cutoff that was provided to us. And how many people could be writing this year? Again, this was a question that was also a mystery for us last year, because we were also the first batch that was giving this paper. So you're like, oh my, how many? They're taking 1,000 people, but how many are actually applying for the exam? How hard do we have to study? What's
I think around 3,000
what's
people
the
apply.
acceptance rate? But yeah, around
3,000 people.
yeah 3,000 people applied for the exam. So I think considering the awareness for this program has increased a lot from the last year, the amount of people who have applied would have been 5,000, 6,000. But again, this is just a number. This is just a guess. We have no idea whatsoever how many people apply. The next question that we'll be taking up is, what is the syllabus and structure of the entrance test? Anusha?
So the exam is like divided into 4 sections, which is journal awareness, quantitative aptitude, which is quants, like BARC, and LRDI. These 4 were the like the
Basically,
sections.
verbal ability is the English part, then quantitative, the maths part, general awareness, whatever you know, your GK, your journal knowledge. They're just checking how much you know, and then there's, what did I miss? Yes, LRDI, which is logical reasoning and data interpretation. There were, I would tell you guys that if you are at a certain level with verbal ability, then only you should go forward, because in only 2 weeks you are not going to be able to learn anything extra. Just remember, revise and practice what you already know in the VARC section. Do as many RCs as you can, take as many mocks as possible. For LRDI, the DI section, the data interpretation section of the exam,
Arrangement questions.
yes, were many, and the level of those questions was also very hard. So you can take your time preparing and giving time to those questions as well. For quants, I would suggest that if you have a certain amount of preparation, then only just go along in learning new topics. But if you are very dicey about the concepts, if your concepts are not clear, then I would suggest that you try to polish what you already know and practice those questions instead of learning new things at the end time, because that is not gonna help you, and your brain will just completely go blank at the exam time, and you will not remember most of the things that you read right now. So just try to strengthen the topics you already know.
By my perspective, I think the the BA section was medium level, not very difficult also. But the LRDI arrangement questions were long as well as time consuming.
Yes,
So you
I
should work
agree.
on LRDA arrangement questions with good speed. You can work on that. And for concepts are very important. And I think so.
Practicing, yeah,
and
quants is all about
quants
practicing. The last section of the exam, which is journal awareness, is literally what the name suggests, general awareness. If you know the question, you'll be able to answer it. If you don't know the question, you can guess, but you will probably be wrong.
Maybe like
But maybe you'll be
recent
right.
events. You can like go
Yeah.
for the recent events,
You
like
can-
the war going on, what the effects in the business, the stock market wala thing also. Because in journal awareness also there were some questions of calculation.
Yeah. Okay, one more thing that you can do is search for questions that have been frequently repeated in the GK sections and GA sections of different examinations, and you can practice those, because a lot of questions that were in the journal awareness part of the entrance test were questions that were frequent in other
Yes.
entrance exams.
Mainly,
So that's what you can
I
do.
found-
But one thing that I would like to say about the journal awareness part of the exam is that if you don't know an answer, there's high chance that the person next to you also doesn't know the answer. So the journal awareness part is like either everyone knows the answer or most of the people don't know the answer. So that's what the journal awareness section is about.
From journal awareness questions in IMDb, I observed that many of the questions were like from CUT journal awareness journal test. So you can refer to CUT journal questions.
One more thing that people have asked us is, how many mocks or practice tests did you give? both of us, if we are being really honest, were very on a crunch of time. We had a really short period for preparing because we had a lot of overlapping entrance tests. So I did around 10 mocks because I had separately purchased the mock test from afterboards just for the exam. That's why I sat down and I was like, just however much marks I get, I'll just practice. That's what I did. And about I was just doing questions and mocks. That's what I was doing. What about you,
I
Anusha?
was like mainly I'm very weak at quads. So I was like first I practiced only 5 mocks, not more than that because I will get confused. So I did 5 mocks, that too at the end, and just go through the main mocks which was very difficult. So I just go through it, how I can solve these questions, and mainly for the cons and LRDS arrangement questions, I refer to Top Rankers video. They give questions also. They have question videos.
Yeah.
So for important questions, they have all videos. So you can refer to that as well.
Okay, the next question that we're taking is, did you have a weak area and how did you overcome it?
So mine was quants maths. I was very bad at calculations and time wala thing. So I practiced quants as much as I can, and that's it. I did quants.
For me, I feel like quants was still something I could get past, considering I was good at those type of the quick
Concepts
calculations.
were
Yeah,
speedy and-
my concepts were comparatively clear, so that's why I was okay with quants. But what I struggled with was data interpretation because I was good with quick thinking and stuff like that, but data interpretation required you to sit down and think about the question, and they were long questions.
They were
you had to
actually very
read.
confusing.
Yeah, they were very confusing. That I struggled with data interpretation a lot, and I think till the end I was just trying to see what and how I can get recognize some kind of patterns and answer the questions
The
based on that
sequence wala
instead of
questions also.
trying to actually solve them. So even at the end I was not able to clarify exactly what was wrong, what was going on, but at the same time I prepared enough for the exam. I was like, okay, this much I can do, so I did that.
Options are also very close, so we couldn't
Yeah. We couldn't eyeball it, we couldn't guess.
Yes.
Okay, the next question that we're taking is, did you focus more on accuracy or attempting max questions? Anusha?
So there was no negative marking, so I would prefer all
Yeah.
of you to attempt all the questions.
Yeah, we don't know if this year has
I-
negative marking
Maybe
or not.
they don't have
I
negative
don't
marking.
think there's negative marking. If there's no negative marking, then definitely try to attempt as many questions as
Yes.
possible. Even if there is negative marking, try to go through every question and attempt the ones that you are sure about, and then go back and try to solve the ones that you think you can solve. The next question, and this will be the last question that we'll be taking this video, is that do you guys have any exam day hacks or any last minute tips? Do not forget your admit card. Do not forget your admit card.
Don't wear any jewelry.
Yeah, do not wear any jewelry. They take away your earrings.
Yes.
They take away anything you wear. They'll take it. Just go in a pajama, comfortable pajama, flip flops, and that's it. Just be comfortable in your own space and be ready to give the exam. Don't think too much. Don't stress too much. It's a difficult exam, but it's not that difficult. And I'm sure most of you can get past it if you just practice and believe in yourself. Yeah, the
One
exam day-
academic tip I want to give you can just whatever the videos you will see in 10 days, just make a list of important questions or just a formula for revision, because that's important. The
Yeah,
formulas you will
I
require in that
agree. One
exam.
thing you can also do is this is a revision hack, as the question mentions. What you can do is you can make a single sheet in which you just highlight the main topics that you can remember. What I did was I did this for quants because most of the questions had categories. The thing about quants is that it's the only subject in the 4 sections that has a definitive syllabus. That has a definitive syllabus. For VARC, LRDI, journal awareness, there's no exact syllabus given to us. But for quants, we always know where the questions is going to come from, what are the important topics. That's what you can do. You practice the important topics, you write questions about the important topics, you practice those, you solve those, you write formulas. At the end of the day, what you can do is you just summarize everything you've learned on a sheet of paper, just not the question answers, just the formulas to remember what you have learned. And at the end, at the last day when you're going to give your exam, make sure to take that sheet along and revise it on your way there. And yeah, that's how I think you can ace
And
it.
I think the paper is not that difficult as much you are thinking. So
Yeah.
just relax and do the paper.
Yeah, just you guys can do it. I
Yes.
believe in you guys. But yeah, do let me know in the comment section if you are gonna give this year's IMPB ATP entrance test, and if you're watching this after the exam, then do let us know how your exam went, and if our video helped us with that. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again.
Bye.
Bye.